Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today, we're diving into the verb
geben,
Hi Alex.
Geben.
What does that mean?
geben,
means to give. It's a very common verb in
Deutsch,
You might also find it means to provide or to put in certain contexts. Just be careful, because the English word give can sometimes lead to confusion with similar sounding words in
Deutsch,
Oh, I see. So, it's not a false friend like.
Gift.
Exactly.
Gift,
Means poison in,
Deutsch,
not a present. That's a classic false friend. Now, let's talk about how
geben,
is used grammatically. It's a strong verb, so it changes quite a bit. In the present tense, you say
ich gebe, du gibst,
and
sie, es gibt.
So if I wanted to say I gave, would it be?
Ich gab.
That's right. In the past simple, it's
Ich gab,
and in the perfect tense, you would say
ich habe gegeben.
Got it. What about giving someone an order?
good question. The imperative form is
Gib,
which means give. Now, let's look at the origin of the word.
geben,
It comes from Old High,
Deutsch. Geben,
which also meant to give. The word has retained a similar meaning throughout its history.
That's really interesting. I love learning about the roots of words.
It shows how language evolves over time. Next, let's break down the word
geben,
into its parts. However,
geben,
cannot be split into a prefix, root, and suffix because it's a simple verb. You could imagine it like a single Lego block.
So, there's no prefix or suffix.
Exactly. But you could think of it in terms of its basic meaning. Now, let's look at similar words. For example, with the prefix, you have
geben,
and related verbs like
geschehen,
meaning to happen and
geraten,
meaning to get into.
What about nouns?
Good point. With the suffix,
ung,
you could consider
Ergebung,
which means result, and
Abgabe,
which means submission.
That's a good way to remember them.
Also, think about compound words like,
Geschenk,
which means gift and is made from and,
Schenk,
from,
schenken,
meaning to give. Now let's practice using
geben,
in real-life situations. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You might say,
ich gebe Ihnen die Rechnung.
which means I give you the bill.
Okay, let me try.
Ich gebe dir das Wasser.
Perfect. That means I give you the water. Another situation could be at work. For example, you might say,
Ich gebe dir eine Rückmeldung.
which means I give you feedback.
So, I could say,
Ich gebe meinem Chef einen Bericht.
Exactly. That means I give my boss a report. Lastly, let's say you're traveling and want to ask for help. You could say,
Kannst du mir helfen?
which means, can you help me, and then follow with,
Ich gebe dir mein Handy.
meaning I give you my phone.
that's a useful phrase. Let me try.
Ich gebe dir meine Adresse.
Great job. That means I give you my address. Now, let's talk about gender and memory hints. Since
Geben,
is a verb, it doesn't have a gender, but the noun form,
Geschenk,
which means gift, is neuter, so it takes the article.
das,
I see. So, I can remember that.
Geschenk.
Is a gift.
Exactly. The ending usually hints at feminine nouns, like in.
Abgabe,
Now, for usage notes.
geben,
Is quite versatile and can be both formal and informal. Some common phrases include,
gib mir,
which means give me, and,
gib acht,
meaning be careful.
Are there any other similar verbs I should be aware of?
Yes. Watch out for,
nehmen,
which means to take, and,
bringen,
which means to bring. Let's move to some example sentences. For instance,
ich gebe dir mein Buch.
means I give you my book.
What about in the past?
You could say,
Ich gab dir mein Buch.
for I gave you my book.
And in the perfect tense?
Then it would be,
Ich habe dir mein Buch gegeben.
here's a question for you. What does
Ich gebe dir meine Hilfe.
mean?
That means I give you my help.
Correct. Now, how do you say I gave him a gift?
Would it be,
Ich gab ihm ein Geschenk.
Exactly right. Next question, what's the imperative form?
Gib.
Perfect. Now, what's the plural form of?
Geschenk,
is it?
Geschenke.
Yes. And last question, can you give me an example of a sentence using
geben,
in the future tense?
Would it be,
Ich werde dir mein Buch geben.
Absolutely. You're doing great. To wrap up, today we learned about the verb,
geben,
its meanings, and how to use it in different contexts.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident using
Geben.
now.
That's what I like to hear. Keep practicing, and soon it will become second nature.
I will. See you next time.
See you, Sam.